So we haven't had an end cap of the usual stuff in a couple weeks because the fantasy league was a little bit on a hiatus of sort, off season. But we just did our draft for this new season that we have coming up on this past episode of the Monday Night Raw post show, and because of that, I'm gonna pass this over to Peyton. Give us a little bit of a breakdown of what happened on that.
Oh, yes, indeed. This past Monday, we had our draft on the special 420 episode, which also featured a steel cage match. So you don't even have to worry about having to see a steel cage match on Sunday because you already had one of the Raw post shows. So go check that one out. But we each picked our teams. We each picked 5 superstars or divas to represent us in the coming year. I mean, we're not likely to keep these 5 for each one of us, but it's going to get us started at Extreme Rules. And as such, these are the teams we picked. I'm going to be announcing these in the initial draft order we had, and I was fortunate enough to have that first pick. And with my first pick, I scooped John Cena. Following up from him, I had Kalisto, Dean Ambrose, Ryback, and Cesaro. So how about that team?
I don't think he says his name that way.
Sure he does.
No, he doesn't.
You should.
He should.
Cesaro. So, my team ended up being Seth Rollins, Sheamus.
Haha.
Yeah. Tyson Kidd.
Woo!
Damian Sandow.
Yeah.
And Sin Cara. So, I'm not too thrilled about it, but I figured when I was making my picks that I would try to go for ones that it wasn't necessarily who I liked, just people that could be surprises. Because one thing that I noticed last time around that drove me nuts the entire time was Peyton was up in the lead from the very beginning and stayed there almost the entire time. There was that one week where Drew was in the lead. But Peyton didn't have the absolute strongest team at first. He had quite a bit of mid-carders. And they ended up doing a lot more than a lot of the main event people did. I had Daniel Bryan. I think I had Dolph Ziggler. And these people, yeah, they were in the main event, but they weren't winning in the main event. And it means a lot more for a mid-carder to win, a mid-card title and some random matches on Raw and SmackDown than for a main event person to lose a tag team match at the end of Raw. So, that's why I wasn't harping on the Dolph Zigglers and the Daniel Bryans and stuff like that. But, that's my team. Drew's not here. Let's see what his team was.
Drew wasn't next anyway.
Yeah, it was me.
Oh, that's true.
My first pick was Roman Reigns because, fuck it, it's Roman Reigns. Next was Rusev. I still think he's got some life in him, but he's going to take a blow at first. Fandango just had a face turn, so I'm hopeful with him. Paige was a big earner for me last year, and I wanted to have her locked in if I could. And I see Naomi getting a title run, so I thought she was worth it. My biggest worry about my team is that they're going to have a rough start maybe and then score later, but every one of them's a gamble.
Not a bad team, though.
We'll find out. All right, guys. So my name's Drew. I got Randy Orton. Okay, guys. And Daniel Bryan. Because yes, fucking Obi doesn't get into because fuck my life. Dolph Ziggler, because, I like showing off with the Drew Crew. And, because I'm a star making pizzas and Bass House King, Stardust. And I got one of the Bellas. I think it's the one with the small tits.
And Sean, give us a breakdown of your team.
Talking about bad teams,
I can do a good Sean if you want.
I picked Bray Wyatt again for my number 1 pick like I did last year, because fuck it, why not? I might be able to trade him off and get Randy Orton. You never know. Second pick, I went with Adrian Neville, because I really wanted Neville, and I'm glad I got him.
Normal.
Third, I went with one of my favorite wrestlers at the moment, which is Bad News Barrett. The other two, well, I don't know why I picked them. There's Luke Harper and Jimmy Uso. I worked with what I had, all right?
You did have the last pick. So that made it a little hard. But you got Neville, and I fucking wanted him.
I wanted Neville.
So.
I'm sad.
There's only one person I would trade on this list for Adrian Neville.
Rusev.
Seth Rollins, probably.
Sadly, no, Mike Payton's got him.
John Cena?
Nope, Kalisto.
Oh, you don't have to trade in the same line.
But, you know. I like Kalisto. He's pretty good.
So, anything else that anybody needs to be aware of, Peyton?
Nope.
From an outsider's perspective, Kalen, who do you think's got the best team?
Right now, I think Mike's is looking probably the strongest. I think your team, Tony, is probably the next strongest. Wago is somewhere in the middle. I mean, Wago's is so unpredictable is the thing. You know, he took some chances there. Reigns is it's definitely his strongest, I'd say. We don't really know where Rusev's going to go. Drew and Sean, well, you know, they're trying. We'll see. I mean,
that was so cold.
You say that now, but when Bray Wyatt wins Money in the Bank, you're all going to be sucking my knob.
the only thing that I was really shocked about was, Sean, you had the first pick where you could have chosen a diva in the 4th round, and instead of going with Paige, you went with Harper.
Yeah, because Paige has gone to make a movie.
She's gonna be back soon.
What? All the minuses are going to be worth it because they book her strong. They've always booked her strong.
That was the only thing that sort of confused me in the picking there. But
That's why I snatched her up as soon as I realized.
Who gets first pick next? You know.
Whoever has the lowest points after Extreme Rules.
No, that's going to be me. So happy days.
Not necessarily. Bray will make an appearance point. Neville might get an IC match. Bad News Barrett might get an IC match.
Naomi could win the title. Oh, no, she's not on the team.
Oh no, Harper's definitely losing. The Uso ain't going to be there. I don't know. You might not. You might not be the lowest. You might not just do the best.
Half my guys might get concussions.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Drew's team. Orton is pretty much definitely losing. Bryan might lose his title. Ziggler's probably not doing nothing. Stardust.
He's going to be kissing fucking Sheamus.
Oh yeah. Well, he's definitely losing, and Nikki's probably losing too.
Yeah, I suppose.
So, how am I looking for Extreme Rules? Reigns is winning, obviously. Rusev's fucked. Fandango might have a non-announced match, and Naomi might win the title.
If he does, it'll be pre-show.
Mm-hmm.
Still get points for that, right?
Sure do.
Cool.
yeah, I think after this week, I think Mike is going to be up on top of the points, and I think probably Drew is going to be on the bottom.
He's always on the bottom.
Only if Ambrose wins. Ambrose has to win. And Cesaro has to defend them tag belts.
Well, Tony should do well. Seth Rollins, he's going to win. Sheamus is going to win. Kid probably will win.
It's true.
Sin Cara might get a pre-match. Sandow, I think, is going to make an appearance, even if it's just a backstage thing.
I think they'll keep him off.
Yeah, you know what? I changed my mind. Tony is going to be in the lead after next week because Rollins and Sheamus are both a lock. So,
unless
good for you, Tony.
Seth Rollins gets a concussion in this cage match, then I'm going to laugh my fucking bollocks.
Yeah, do I get any extra points when it comes to Rollins being in the main event?
No.
It's not weighted.
No.
What about being a steel cage match? Does that get any extra because it's got the gimmick attached?
Yes, it does.
Oh, sweet. Just kiss my
Fooled
arse.
you, asshole. Yeah, anything with a gimmick attached to it gets an extra 10 points.
Sweet.
So, this card, cool.
So, the Kiss My Arse match gets extra 10 points for Sheamus winning.
That is correct.
Yeah, Tony rolling in some points. Yeah, Drew's fucked.
Shame I gotta sit through the pay-per-view to get those points. The whole time I'm gonna be like, yay, Sheamus won. Yay. Yay, Rollins won. Lots of points. Woo.
What do you mean, yay, Rollins wins? Yes, he's fucking won.
He's the champions. Yes, I said the champions. Not our champion, because he's a champions. Fucking
WWE World Heavyweight Champion, dude. WWE and World Heavyweight Champion. You can't be
It's
World
one belt
Wrestling
now,
Entertainment
fuck you.
Champion. He's
It
World
has the
Wrestling
same-
Entertainment
It has
Champion.
the same lineage as the fucking WWE title.
No, I don't.
Yeah. In fact, no, yeah.
Nope.
Edit.
Nope.
That.
Nope.
That.
Outro.
Shut the fuck up.
There you go. There's your outro then.
We do still have that to do, but we have plugs to do beforehand, so let's go around here. Sean, give us some plugs.
You think they're going to stick around after they just heard all that?
Yeah, they've heard all the other crap from earlier.
All that other bullshit
Good
about
points.
lunchboxes and whatnot. But if you guys like the sound of my lovely Welsh accent, I will be doing a Twitch stream over on twitch.tv/Shaughnessy1989. I will be updating my post
Yawning,
on
possibly.
Facebook. Yeah. So check out the Facebook group. And yeah. I'm tired. It's 5:30 in the morning. I've been up since 3:30 yesterday morning, so
Don't worry, mate. All you got to do is the outro and you're all set.
I'm not doing the outro. You could go fuck yourself.
You're so doing the outro.
No, I'm not. I'd rather finger bang your anus than do an outro.
So is everybody in for like bothering Sean for the next 2 hours about doing the outro?
You can do, but I'll just log off Skype.
We'll
I'll
just keep
phone you.
calling you. We know how much you like get annoyed when we keep having Facebook conversations when you're trying to sleep.
No, I got the notifications turned off. That's why I missed like the entire conversation earlier on. Ain't no.
I guess we're gonna just have to knock on your door then.
I guess we'll just have to create a new chat then.
I'll just turn my phone off.
These are the best plugs ever.
Galen, any plugs you
Outro.
want to throw out there?
Yeah, you can follow me on the Twitters at Kalen Ferris, and I'll give you all of your midget man needs.
Sweet.
Well, at girl's name.
Wago, plugs.
For Twitter, check me out at SteveWago. That's STEWAGO. Also, check out Addicted to Anime. That's sometimes monthly on megapowersradio.com. For more information on that, go to facebook.com/addictedanimefans. It looks like we're going to be doing Higurashi When They Cry as our next review, which is a freaky-ass horror anime, which is a lot of fun.
Is that the one where they have the pointy hair?
There is one guy. I'm like, I had a moment where I was going to go, there isn't one. Ah, fuck.
Round us out, Peyton.
Well, if you enjoyed listening to the rambles of us talking about wrestling almost, join us every Monday on megapowersradio.com following Monday Night Raw, because we'll talk wrestling, maybe.
You never know. We had a steel cage match this week. Might have a Chicago street fight next week. Who knows? So, my plugs are all in the Rest Told, everybody, per usual. So, go back, click that if you haven't already. If you haven't, fuck you. Watch the Rest Hold. That'll leave us in, though, for this episode. Next week, we are going to review Extreme Rules, so pay attention to that when that comes along. And in the meantime, just check out Smark Out Moment for the live coverage of Extreme Rules, where it's probably going to be not the strongest review if you are supporting it, because I'll probably be bitching and complaining the entire time and just go, this match is taking fucking forever. But if you like that kind of thing... If you like that kind of thing, then you'll love that. And even if you don't like that, you should have fun chatting along with people on the sidebar chat and leaving comments below and all that other kind of stuff. So that's going to be Sunday night, and that's going to be episode 179 for us. So for everybody on the panel this evening, and for Drew and whatever else couldn't come here tonight, thank you for listening. I'm Tony Mango. This has been another Smark Out Moment, and we're being counted out. In honor of his upcoming Intercontinental Championship title win at Extreme Rules, or afterward, it's coming no matter what, we present to you for the outro the reprise of Vacant's theme.